Hello students, today we will discuss on a very important topic, emerging and re-emerging bacterial infections. In the part 1, we will discuss on MDR and XDR TB. Before that, what is tuberculosis? Tuberculosis is a bacterial disease caused by Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It spread from person to person mainly through the air. It affects mainly lungs and also brain, kidneys, spine, bones, skin, etc. are also affected. In most cases, TB is treatable and curable, but the patient dies if they do not get proper treatment. What are the symptoms of TB disease? The symptoms are feelings of sickness and weakness, weight loss, fever, night sweats, coughing, chest pain, and coughing of blood or blood stained sputum. In other parts of the body, the symptoms depends on the area affected. If you have these symptoms, you should contact your doctor or health department. What is MDR-TB? MDR-TB is multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. If the infected strain does not respond to at least isoniazid and rifampicin, the most powerful anti-TB drugs, then the strain is referred to as multi-drug resistant and the disease is called multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. What are the reasons for multi-drug resistance emergence and spread? There are two important reasons: mismanagement of TB treatment and person-to-person transmission. You can see these two antibiotics, isoniazid and rifampicin. If the strain shows resistance to this antibiotic, two antibiotics, then the strain is referred to as multi-drug resistant and the disease is multi-drug resistant tuberculosis. How we can detect MDR-TB? The MDR-TB can be detected only by laboratory test, which uses mainly the molecular typing, PCR and RAF, or culture based. The culture based method requires large time or weeks for getting the result. The important adequate method is molecular techniques. It can provide results within hours. Who are at risk for getting MDR-TB? The drug resistance is more common in people who do not take their TB medicines regularly, do not take all of their TB medicines as told by their doctor or nurse, develop TB disease again after having taken TB medicines in the past, come from areas of the world where drug resistant TB is common, have spent time with someone known to have drug resistant TB disease. How can MDR-TB be prevented? It's a very important question. Take all of their medications exactly as prescribed by their healthcare provider. Then we can prevent the development of MDR-TB. The patient should tell their healthcare provider if they are having trouble taking the medications. This is because the anti-TB drugs are having side effects. So if the patient is having any side effects, immediately tell the healthcare persons. Never discontinue the medicines. If the patient plan to travel, they should take all the enough medicines to last while away from the health persons. To avoid exposure to non-MDR-TB patients, that is very important. If you are a health worker or a physician, take all the respiratory precautions. What should you do if you think you have been exposed to someone with TB disease? No need of any panic, no need of any worry. You should contact your doctor or local health department. Then it can be tested by TB skin test or blood test. Tell the doctor or nurse when you spend time with this person. Is treatment available for MDR-TB? Yes, 9 to 12 months treatment are available. Here normal TB 3 to 6 months treatment are required, but here the time is extended. There are combinations of later generation fluoroquinolones, moxifloxacin, gatifloxacin, along with clofazimine, ethambutol and pyrazinamide throughout the treatment period, supplemented by prothionamide, kanamycin and high dose isoniazid during an intensive phase. This is the treatment measure for MDR-TB. Next, XDR-TB. What is XDR-TB? It is extensively drug-resistant tuberculosis, a form which is resistant to at least 4 of the core anti-TB drugs, that is isoniazid, rifampicin, levofloxacin or moxifloxacin, and to at least one of the 3 injectable second-line drugs, amikacin, capreomycin and kanamycin. Then the strain is referred to as XDR strain and the TB is called XDR-TB. Here in the case of XDR-TB, longer time is required for the treatment than the ordinary TB. Requires the use of second-line anti-TB drugs which are more expensive and have more side effects. Even though the XDR-TB cases are rare, but the problem is it requires the use of second-line anti-TB drugs which are more expensive and have more side effects. How do people get XDR-TB? People may get XDR-TB in one of the 2 ways. When anti-TB drugs are misused or mismanaged, usually a sign of inadequate clinical care or drug management, when the supply of drugs to the clinics dispensing drugs is erratic, when the drugs are of poor quality, then infected from a patient who is already ill with the condition. How easily is XDR-TB spread? It is XDR-TB or normal TB or MDR-TB spread in the same way. How can a person avoid becoming infected with XDR-TB? Infection being XDR-TB is lower due to the rarity of the condition, but the problem is its treatment. The measures to be taken are the same as those for the prevention of ordinary TB or MDR-TB. Close contact with a patient with infectious TB is to be avoided, especially in poor ventilated spaces. The risk of becoming infected with TB is very low in outdoor conditions. Can XDR-TB be cured or treated? You can cure the TB or the XDR-TB can be cured. The cure depends on the extent of the drug resistance, the severity of the disease and whether the patient's immune system is compromised. It becomes critical in the case of HIV and immunocompromised patients. Early and accurate diagnosis are important so that effective treatment is provided as soon as possible. Effective treatment requires that a good selection of second-line drug is available to clinicians who have special expertise in treating such cases. How do countries prevent XDR-TB? National TB control programs working with all health services can prevent XDR-TB by ensuring that all practitioners working with people with TB adhere to the international standards for TB care. This emphasizes providing proper diagnosis and treatment to all TB patients, including those with drug-resistant TB, assuring regular, timely supplies of all anti-TB drugs, proper management of anti-TB drugs and providing support to the patients to maximize adherence to prescribed regimens, caring for MDR or XDR-TB cases in services with proper ventilation and minimizing contact with other patients, particularly those with HIV, especially in the early stages before treatment has had a chance to reduce the infectiousness. Can the TB vaccine known as BCG prevent XDR-TB? The BCG can prevent severe forms of TB in children such as TB meningitis. It is less effective in preventing pulmonary tuberculosis in adults. It is expected that the effectiveness of BCG against XDR-TB is similar as for ordinary TB and MDR-TB. New vaccines are urgently needed. The World Health Organization is actively advocating for the development of new vaccines against TB. How can I tell if I might have TB or XDR-TB? This is very important. XDR-TB only be diagnosed in a well-equipped laboratory. That is most important. Symptoms of XDR-TB are no different from ordinary TB. We cannot differentiate XDR-TB from the normal TB by looking the symptoms. But it does mean you must go and see a doctor for a checkup. If you are already on a treatment for TB and at least some of the symptoms are not improving after a few weeks of medication, you should inform your clinicians or nurse. That's all about MDR and XDR TB. Thank you.